Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Keith here, Jesse on the camera, and tonight on the bench we've got Yo Mama and Mr. Sparkle, my buggy, Jesse's buggy, the new H10 Optic from Vanquish. Let's check them out. Okay guys, so about a week ago, the final media got released on this from Vanquish and all the big YouTubers and all that stuff. Now, depending on the vehicle and the level of excitement we're sitting at for a vehicle, I'll either watch everything on it and obsess over it, or I will completely ignore it so I can save it for myself like I've done with this one. Jesse and I have kind of lightly looked at a few things, started reading it. I know myself, I can't speak for Jesse, but I started reading a couple lines. I'm like, nope, we're not doing it. We're going to save this for ourselves. Once we get it in the shop, we can open it up and share that with you. I'm sure most of you have seen a lot of videos and other media on this rig, but just being silly, we wanted to save ourselves. So let's check this out together for ourselves for the first time. Now, it is a 1.9 trail buggy. That's all I know so far. Okay guys, so let's take a look at this. One of the cool features that I'm noticing on the box right away is the dual battery access on it. It has these side panels that flip out, kind of like a suicide door, and you could put two batteries, one in either side in there, I guess, for extended heavy trail use. Now it says here battery compartment size is 93 by 36 by 42, so if you do not have one of those, that is the size of battery you should be ordering yourself, so it's ready to go when it gets in. I'm sure Jesse and I, with the stock of batteries, we'll have something that fits that. Moving on, it has the behind the axle with the faux hydraulic ram steering on the axle. Now that's a pretty cool feature on it. That was one of the little sneaky pictures they put out on it, and I'm curious to see the knuckle behind the tire too, so we're going to take that off when we get in there. They showed some pictures of some heavy caster angle. I don't know if it was just how they're showing it, but anyhow, we'll check that out. Fully truss front axle. The front servo sits right here behind, runs behind the axle. We'll get in there and check it out. It is 4-linked with your Incision / Vanquish links, plastic wheels and tires, plastic cage. Does it have two drivers or just one driver? Looks like one driver.
I think it's just one.
Yeah, one driver in there. So it's full interior in it, which is nice. One driver and a bunch of scale stuff out on the back. Cool. I guess it's packing a basic VFD transmission with nothing else. Might have room to put a twin in it down the road, maybe some dig. We'll open that up and check that out. Okay guys, and then basic 4-link front and rear suspension setup in it. We did notice these front links here are running a little bit wider with the spacer out, so they could probably fit around having the servo there. So it's pretty cool how they're getting things in there fitting. We'll check the articulation and still see if there's any binding or anything tight, but being a Vanquish product, I'm not too worried about it. Does it come with the new Yokohama tires? I mean, Yo Mama tires on it. Let's check them out. We're also sponsored by KMC, Yokohama, Sparkle, Power Tank, anti-gravity batteries, and Throttle Therapy Motorsports. Okay guys, that is enough of the box art. Let's crack this seal on it and get this guy out of here. Okay.
Nice.
Okay guys, so out of the box, first impressions, I'm very blown away by the size of it. That's the first thing that jumped out at me. I like the way the front end's tucked back in. It's going to be clear out of the way. It's very narrow. It's a very cool looking buggy. Very happy with it. Scale details on it are pretty wild. It's got a fuel cell on the back, a little filler cap, radiator down below, and a PowerMad CO2 air tank filler, plus some room on the deck. You can add some more of your own scale junk, cooler, jack, whatever on there. Driver on the interior, also ABS injection molded full interior, and it has the spot on the top of the VFD with the plate down there probably in the box of parts, or if not, you should probably have one kicking around all your parts, a top plate for a VFD with the shifters on it. So that's pretty cool. Add on there. What else, Jesse? Body?
Yeah.
Yeah. Body is ABS injection molded. The grille on the front does not have headlights, but it has provisions by the way of 2 screw holes on the bottom that I believe will be for adding headlights. Yeah, I'm pretty sure. It's got 2 screw holes down there, so you could probably add headlights that they may have an upcoming kit. Come out for it. Driver looks great. Get in there with some paint and dial it in. The dash is fully detailed with stickers, one side to the other. Everybody loves stickers. The behind the axle front steering setup looks really cool. It's going to be fun to see how long that lasts. I'm sure it's being tested to high hell and back with the boys over at Vanquish, and we're not going to see any issues. Yeah, your standard VFD transmission. They went with a wide mount link on the front so they could fit around with the upper 4 link. Pretty cool how they did that. We also noticed the chassis has a servo mount right up over there on the driver's side of the chassis. So if you do want to do an axle swap to the chassis, or you just want to buy the chassis using something else, so it's pretty cool there. Technical specs of the vehicle: 13-inch wheelbase, or what is that, like 330 millimeter? It's right around there or something. I might be off a couple millimeter, but roughly 13-inch or 330 millimeter. The track width is 240, 250, 245 millimeter with 9.5 inches wide. Nice footprint to it. Truck also comes sitting on these really nice Vanquish, I believe they're the SC8 or something like that, aluminum shocks with the little bleeders on top. They actually run, feel pretty good. Let's check out those battery doors. So you have a clip right there and right there on the side. You can pop that open. You don't need to use a Vanquish driver, it just makes it easier. Does it come up or go down? It goes down. Is that aluminum? That's aluminum. And plastic. That's pretty. Oh, it just comes right out. Well, heck yeah. Okay, so it's not a battery door, it's like a battery tray. That's pretty cool. Yeah, batteries for that will be not a standard size pack. Okay guys, after you pull the pin out, you can just grab your body panel, slide it forward a little bit, slide it out, then slide it forward, and that exposes the battery tray, which is mounted with these 4 screws to the inside of the ABS panel. Pretty cool setup. I like how it hooks and locks. Pins with a solid aluminum pin. I was fully expecting plastic, so that is extra cool. Now, battery size is fairly important. We are using these Gens Ace 4300 milliamp batteries. Pay attention to the size listed on the box as we listed earlier in the video, because it's nowhere near common, like I may have just lied and said it kind of sounded like. And your battery will need to sit like that, because that's how they have it done right there in the box art. So there is enough room for your battery to clear and come in like that. So no worries there, it all checks out. Pretty simple, get that mounted. There is going to be Velcro straps in the radio box. We'll go through that in a second. This guy hooks in, slide the pin up from the bottom. And go. Done.
Nice.
Pow! Okay, let's check out the rest of the stuff you get with it. This is the sweet stand it comes with in the box. They use the radio to actually hold up the chassis, which is kind of decent. Oh. Wow, well that's a thing. Now, this radio is pretty cool. I like the feel of them. It is a compact radio also. This is also where your batteries go in. Now, besides the radio, in your instruction bag, You also get the hardware for that top of that transmission, I believe I see in there. Those shifter plates. The classic Chinese batteries that run forever. Best batteries you can get that you can't get. Besides batteries, you also get the classic parts bag, which is kind of getting small. It's getting a little skimpy over the years. I remember when you see it like guns and rocket launchers and snatch blocks and tackle boxes and stuff from the old Axial kits, right? Pretty cool stuff. So inside the goodie bag, we have a standard Vanquish logo top plate for that transmission in the middle. Now this is the one I was talking about with the shifters. We're going to swap and put that guy in there with some nice scale gold Vanquish scale wheel hardware fits that actually. Now this is a tool for taking off the red anodized caps. This one here and this one back here. If you choose not to run the cap, you can put this plastic plug in the differential. Now, oh, that's what that is. There is a round ball in here that is a shifter knob for the top with the Vanquish logo on it. There should be two. There it is. It's stuck in the side of this ball. It looks like a UFO. I was like, what is that? I was like, I've never seen that part before. We need to open that now. That's the balls for the shifter. There you go. You see that?
Yeah.
So you can paint those all up, make them nice. We're going to do this matte black, shifters aluminum colored, and do the balls in white or something like that with the red Vanquish logo on top. I think that would look pretty cool sticking out of there. Oh, we're going to spend a lot of time making these guys real scale. Okay, we also have these two plastic beveled pieces and these two shims. I have no idea what they're for. They're not jumping out at me right away like the other things did. So we're going to jump into the manual. The decal sheet they've given us with this one, it's got some Pontiac logos on it and a couple numbers. It's a little bit lacking, but hey, we've got lots to fill it in, but it's just kind of comical. Okay guys, only thing left to do is get mine and Jesse's buggies outside to the pits and do some ripping. It is supposed to be absolutely beautiful. The setting that we're going to take these in is absolutely beautiful, kind of perfect for these guys. A little bit of trail, sand, a little bit of water, stuff like that. Gonna be great. Now Jesse and I, before we picked these up, we decided we're gonna swap body panels because I want the black cage with the black buggy with the red, and he wants the gray with the blue and the gray because it's just, we think, gonna pop a little bit better. The black and the blue kind of wash each other out. These guys kind of pop a little bit loud, so we're gonna kind of blend it together and get that done. I'm gonna leave the wheels and tires stock on mine, Jesse too, until we get out and run them in absolute stock format. Then we will start the upgrades. I'm gonna shut up. We're gonna go outside. Let's go.